Chad Huebener.
And I'm Sara Huebener with Edina Realty, and today we are going to be talking about repairs in the inspection contingency period. In a previous video, we actually discussed the inspection contingency period, and now we're going to be discussing the repairs. It's pretty common for buyers and sellers to have two very different ideas of what the repairs are intended to be or what is actually asked for. It is important for a buyer to be very clear when asking for their repairs on their inspection amendment. We need to know, or the seller would need to know, what repair they're asking for, if they're requiring that a licensed contractor does it, or if it's something that the seller can do on their own, whether or not a paid receipt is required for the work or a photograph to verify that the repair has been completed, and then whether or not any other specific items are necessary. For example, just a simple amendment saying repair the roof would not be very clear. We would need something much more specific, like if a roofing contractor is required and what repair is required. Is it replacing shingles on the south side of the garage, or if it's a full roof repair, is it a full tear off, or is it just going over the existing shingles? So pieces like that need to be very specific.
On the seller side of this, when we receive an inspection amendment request, we want to make sure we take that request literally. So do what they ask for and not what we think that they're asking for. So for example, say you have a leaky pipe under a sink and they just ask for that leaky pipe to be fixed and they don't ask for anything else specifically besides that. That doesn't mean you have to hire a plumber. You can have your dad do it, you can have a handyman do it, but they're not specifically asking for a plumber to do it. So those are the types of things that we want to take literally. Now, if they're asking for a radon system to be put in by a licensed professional, you have to have a licensed professional do it. When we're doing these inspection repairs on the seller side, even if they're not asking for those, for our benefit, we want to make sure we get paid receipts if it's a hired person, lien waivers, which our title company is going to ask for, and take photographs. So if you're doing something yourself, say on a roof vent, and they ask something to be cleaned, snap a photo of it when you're done, just so there is no doubt on final walkthroughs. Makes for a much cleaner transaction in the end.
Mm-hmm. And once the buyer actually closes on the property, it means that they have accepted the property in the condition. So it's important from the buyer standpoint to be sure that they are satisfied with the repairs as written in the inspection amendment. Hopefully this sheds a little bit of light on inspection repairs. If we can answer any questions for you, let us know. And one thing that we just like to point out, we're very strong at dealing with inspection negotiations because these types of issues come up in all sorts of different formats all day long in all sorts of transactions, even new construction. Call us anytime with any questions, and if you have any suggestions for any future videos, let us know.